Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Periodic functions, example 2. Y equals f of x. That's just a way of giving it a name. So this function here that we have doing all this neat stuff here, we're going to call f of x. And that's just what that says there. Y equals f of x. So the function is called f, and the independent variable is called x. So now let's see here. They're going to tell us that it's a periodic function. That's important. It is a periodic function. So that means that this pattern is going to continue. As we propagate this curve this way, the pattern's going to continue. It's going to continue to go up and down, and it's going to go up and down. Okay? So, find the value of f of 0. Now, we've done some work in this in the past, and you may have forgotten, but you do have to kind of remember things in this course. F of 0, this means find f of 0 means find the value of the function, sometimes called y, when x equals 0. That's what that means. So find the value of the function, y, the y value, when x equals 0. So here's x equals 0, and the y value is 2. If I was to do this as point notation, it would be 0, 2. And what that is x, y. So when x equals 0, y equals 2. So the answer is f of 0 equals 2. And that's what that means. And it's called function notation, and we need to be able to work with it. Determine two other values of x. Two other values of x that'll give the same value of f. So again, f is that y value. Okay, another way to write this is the first time you're going to see it, but you will see it later in other mathematics. So this is the same idea, x and the y value. X and the y value, x and the y value, just by a different name. Okay, so they want two other values of x that'll give the same value of f. Well, f is 2. We had to know that one. We had to know to begin with. And so the question's really asking, give me two other answers that'll give me the same y value. Well, the answer is, I'm going to get a y value there, 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 all of 2. So determine two other x values that'll give you those y values. Well, another one is going to be x equals 2. And another one's going to be x equals minus 2. And if we understand that this is a periodic function, it keeps going and going and going, there's going to be another one right here. Now that'd be interesting to know what it is. Well, because this is a periodic function, the period stays the same. The pattern, the cycle stays the same. So if I'm going to hit one from 0 and 2, if 2 units away I'm going to hit 2 up here, then another 2 units this way I'm going to hit 2 up here again. So 2, 4. So at x equals 4, I'm going to hit 2. And if 2 units away from 0 this way gives me a 2, then because it's periodic, another 2 units this way, negative 4, is going to give me f of x equals 2. So, determine two other x values. Okay, x equals 2, x equals negative 2, and to be honest with you, I have even more. X equals negative 4, x equals 4. It would continue again out here, 6, 8, 10. It would keep going and going and going. Find the value of f of 0.5. Well, 0.5 we need to find on our y-axis. So here's 1, okay? So 0.5 will be halfway. So all of these values, all of those are y values. Oh, wait. Totally wrong. Sorry. F of 0.5. I was going the other way. These are all the values where f of x equals 0.5. That's not what this says. My mistake. What this says is f of 0.5. So it wants the y value when x equals 0.5. So sorry. I need to go out to x equals 0.5, which is right here. And f of 0.5 is going to equal a y value. Notice it's crossing the x-axis there of 0. So f of 0.5 equals 0 in the y value. Determine two other values that give the same value of 0. So coming across here, we notice that we're going to have a y value of 0 here, 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 and on and on and on. So the x values that give me that will be 0.5, 1, 1.5. So another one is going to be 1.5. 2, 2.5 would be another one. 3, 3.5 would be another one. It would come up here. Or we could have gone in the other direction. Determine the domain and range of this function. Well, the domain, we're assuming that it keeps going forever and ever and ever. So the domain is x is an element of the real. And the range, we're going to say it's going to go up to 2. It's going to go down to negative 2. So funny brackets. And y is an element of the real numbers. Now, in this particular case, they told us that y equals f of x. So instead of having a y here, what we could have is, and I need you to start getting used to this notation. Okay, that f of x. All right, that's the end of that example, and I'll stop here and we'll come back with example 3.